Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Before we dive in, I just want to mention that what you are about to hear is my own essay and my own thoughts that I have written down. I am basically just reading them out loud for you. So let's get into it. A few days ago, I found myself contemplating the meaning of life, a question often posed by postmodernists. But I didn't approach it from that angle initially. The thought had been simmering in my mind for some time, sparked by the everyday routine of driving to the office and back. Each day, I see people going about their lives day in and day out, repeating the same pattern. Living close to a highway, I often pass by apartments and imagine the lives of the people living inside. It fascinates me how we can only interact with a select few people in life while remaining unaware of the vast majority beyond our limited worldview. You could veer off into a tangent, wondering if it's all just a simulation. But that's a thought for another day. For now, it's enough to say that life and people often seem to spawn into our awareness at specific moments, which makes most of the population irrelevant to our existence. To illustrate this, consider the famous analogy of the ant and its dimensions. In physics, when someone asks, we say there are more than three dimensions. But what does that mean? How can we imagine it? The analogy goes something like this. Imagine looking at a pipe with an ant walking on top of it. From your perspective, you see the pipe and the ant moving along it. But what does the ant see? At its scale, the surface of the pipe might appear uneven with huge ups and downs, creating a completely different experience than what you perceive. The ant operates within a different set of dimensions and realities. This is what struck me one day as I watched an ant on the wall. It was simply doing its ant stuff, following its programming, with no awareness beyond that. So if I were to kill that ant, it would be meaningless. We might feel pity for the poor little thing that lived a seemingly pointless life, but if we reflect on our own existence, the same could be said for us. What if we died at this very moment? If you consider the broader scope of life, it would be equally meaningless. We have already eliminated almost everyone else as irrelevant to our reality. You might argue that our close and loved ones would be affected by our death. But remember, we are viewing this from our limited human perspective. If we are like ants, unaware of the most of the world around us, then our existence might not even mean anything at all. Once we truly grasp this idea, we can easily fall into nihilism. The question naturally arises, if everything is pointless, why do we do what we do? Why do we work? Why do we even earn money? These are all valid questions, and they can lead to a sense of despair. We are just creatures living, reproducing, and then ceasing to exist. In the grand scheme of things, success, money, and relationships are all meaningless. We fail to realize that at our core, we are animals. We might think that we are superior because we can think, but where does that thinking lead? Nowhere. Even this video I am making right now, in the meta sense, means nothing. So, should we abandon everything and live on streets? Honestly, I don't know. We are still programmed, like animals, to follow certain basic instincts. But acknowledging the absurdity of it all doesn't have to lead to misery. What I've begun to practice is embracing the lack of inherent meaning. If nothing matters, there's no need to stress about being ultra successful, and no reason to chase after goals that in the end don't matter. While this may not bring happiness directly, it can lead to at least quit down the nagging thoughts in our minds that say, I need to do this, I need to achieve that. Am I fully able to live up to this? Not yet, but I'm trying. Our minds have been deeply conditioned by pre modern and modern ideals of success, money, and lifestyle. And the real challenge is claiming and calming those impulses. But at the end of the day, remember, it's all pointless. But I'm just kidding. Or maybe not. Whether life has an objective meaning is something for you to decide. But remember, the act of asking the question is far more important than finding the answer. Thank you.